you want to listen to the type of music that I listen to, I'm not going to play it because that's against the Twitch rules. This is my Pandora station. It won't play the exact same songs when I play them, but it'll give you a good fit. God, it always struck me as kind of greedy that these decks don't play Birds of Paradise. I mean, I can't mulligan this hand, right? Like, the mana kind of sucks, but I don't think I can mulligan Noble Hierarch on one with Eldrazi Temple. This Ancient Stirrings will hopefully find us a Red Source or a Thought-Knot Seer or something like that. If we're a true professional, we'll just draw the Thought-Knot Seer. I calculate what I have done, like jumping from the bowl, yeah, just to dredge. Okay. Slow dredge hand. It's really awkward. Maybe I should have taken the land there. Because, like, I can't actually play anything else out here, right? Because, like, they're obviously just, like, flashing back the Conflagrate onto here. You should consider living in a country that has more freedom. And then you could listen to Pandora. Also, VPN proxy services are really easy. You can listen to Pandora through a VPN. And in fact, those laws that prevent you from listening to Pandora are exactly why people aren't supposed to stream music on Twitch, because the regulations and what you're supposed to pay to stream music to different countries varies drastically. I really can't wait till some large Twitch streamer gets sued by some record label for playing music that they're not supposed to be streaming. It's going to be a sweet, sweet day for people like me that actually don't steal music. Yeah. There's streamers out there that use their stream like a jukebox and collect money for other people's work. They annoy me a little bit. It's definitely harder producing content without supplementing my content with someone else's work. It's easier to fill downtime when you're streaming if you just, like, you know, get to, like, play someone's music. Like, that makes the content much easier to create. We did not draw land. It's a little unfortunate. I think it's kind of slow. They're going to get 5 power into play next turn. Yeah, well, part of the reason I talk more than most people is because I don't have music to sit there and hum along to during dead time. The reason I talk more is because I know when I'm not talking, my content has downtime without sound and audio going on. Yeah. I can't tell you the number of people whose streams I just can't watch because of the music they're listening to. They're like playing a format that I want to watch, and they're playing a deck I want to watch, and I turn on their music, and all of a sudden I turn on their stream, I turn on the audio, and I'm like, well, this music is just fucking terrible. Why do I have to sit through this? What about free music that you've paid for? Well, music that you bought as an individual to listen to, you're not buying permission to transmit that music over the internet. So, like, freeware music that has a free license, like a Creative Commons licensed music, or like the music.twitch.tv, like, that's fine, right? But, like, that's not the music people are paying people money to listen to. Thanks, Kinklebiter, I appreciate it. That too, Master. Even my cell phone can play Pandora, radio, and Twitch at the same time. So, like, if I want to listen to music in the background of a stream, I'll put my own music on. Well, these can't block yet. Depending on how, like, good their dredges are here, if we dodge Faithless Looting for a turn or two and we're good enough to rip a land, we might be able to beat them down on a race here. But if they hit Faithless Looting this turn, ooh, that's pretty good. We're going to discard a bunch of cards here. Alright, so Despair here They're gonna make us discard 3 cards here, potentially. It also gives their creatures menace, so I can't block. If that's the case, we'll ban probably this, this, and this. iPhones can't play 2 audio streams at the same time. That's so crappy. Yeah, it's very good. I've played up to 2 of these before. They're really good against spell-based combo decks and Dredge. They let you like steal games pretty randomly. This deck has 2 cages and 2 relics on the board. That's not bad. Have some Dredge Shade. Yep. So I'm gonna ban these 3, like I said. Can we please draw land? I didn't block there because I can't. Because Despair gives them menace. Land, please. Land, please. Land, please. I suppose land's still lethal next turn, right? I guess they could potentially leave this back. I don't think I've played enough Hearthstone to really have a good comparison for that, Griffin. Narcomoeba was a really good hit here. Oh, they hit Conflag too. Yeah, we're very dead. They had a Conflagrate and they got to Dredge Alone, so they're gonna like pick up to 7 cards and just like wrath our board here. Graveyard Hate's good against the Dredge deck, believe it or not. So I'm gonna board that in. Is that an All Is Dust matchup? Might be an All Is Dust matchup. Yeah, these are probably just too slow. We'll do this. Is Bolt good enough? How do we feel about Bolt here? Should Bolt be more threats? Should Bolt be more threats? A little bit of reach probably isn't the worst. This could be like Kitchen Finks. I don't hate that. Oh yeah, I like Warping Whale. This can also exile Bloodghast permanently. Yeah, I like that, Tom. Alright, I think Ratchet Bomb's too narrow. I'm gonna leave 1 Bolt in. I'm gonna do this. I mean, you could think of Bolt as like Time Walk occasionally, right? Bolt just like goes upstairs. I probably don't ever want to draw 2 of them though. That's fair. Man, this is such a good Hearthstone hand. It just like has all of our sideboard cards in it. Dang. Yep, the Stream Decker is great. I wish that's another thing. I wish more Magic streamers would use that. Do you have a snack you like to eat between rounds of a tournament? I would always bring a bag of trail mix with me when I was playing a lot of Magic tournaments. This is just easy turn 1 Noble Hierarch, right? And like turn 2 is like Eldrazi Obligator plus Grafdigger's Cage. I'm like a little bit sad if they go like Black Source Thoughtseize me, but that's about the only thing that really punishes leaving on the Noble Hierarch, I think. What you got, opponent? Yeah, I think they're pretty unlikely to have Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize isn't super common in Dredge sideboards anyways. That's super fucking rude. They don't have a Dredger though, which is great for us. I'm just gonna play this Obligator on 2 and just start beating them down. It's like, be aggressive. If they have like Faithless Looting, if they have like Faithless Looting, Ditch Bloodghast, play land, put 5 power into play, I'm gonna be really sad that I didn't play the Grafdigger's Cage, but I think trying to get my beatdown on here is good. It's a pretty specific subset of cards they need. I'm about to get super punished, aren't I? Nope, that's an Archamiboa. So that was a great draw. So lets me play Grafdigger's Cage plus a 3-drop here. Shock this bad boy in. Oh, we got. Get in there. Let's put them to 12, and then we're going to hit them to 6, and then we have enough pressure combined with our disruption that they should be pretty dead. Do win a game on the draw. What are we doing, opponent? Yep, loot away. California. See, if I was playing music for you all, I could just not say anything here. I could not say that they're digging for sideboard card before they concede here, because we're going to kill them very quickly. They've been Lightning Axe. That's interesting. So, like, that's a card that can help them stay alive. So they hit, like, a Dark Blast or something here. Interesting. I'd be pretty surprised if both of these hit them with that discard. Probably slam the Kitchen Finks this turn just as the most resource-efficient play. What you got? What you got? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. This is good for them, too, because, like, now they're going to 9, so, like, they still have 2 turns left, so. Dark Blast, pretty good. What would I do? Do you think Modern is currently too powerful a format? Do you think the power level is acceptable? I think the power level Modern's fine. I think there's a variety of decks that currently have similar power levels in Modern, which is what you want there to be in a good format. I think playing with powerful cards is fun. You shut your mouth, Immortal. When I want your sass, I'll ask for it. This is my red-green combo deck. You make fun of my 3-2. My 3-2's got feelings, okay? If you don't mind streams that play music, but I honestly enjoy yours more because you talk and I enjoy your persona for what it's worth. Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand there's upsides to music happening too. I'm just saying, like, those upsides are against the Twitch terms of service by and large because people are streaming music they're not supposed to stream. This hand is great. The fact that all four pieces of our graveyard here are colorless means that this Ancient Stirrings can help find it. And even if we miss on this, we get to go turn 1 Stirrings, turn 2 Matter Reshaper, turn 3 Thought Seer. Just good strong curve, just right on up. Pretty reasonable. How often are you listening to music while you stream? Not very often. You can pay attention. You can pay attention when I'm streaming. Like, I very rarely have my headphones on. I can't remember the last time I actually listened to music while I stream. I'm gonna deal damage to myself rather than give them points of health, just because it's the matchup where we're racing. Fortunately, none of those things are my graveyard hate, so I guess we'll just take the Obligator since we have plenty of lands already. Do you worry the power level will increase over time and new cards will be released? Or do you think WotC will keep using bans to keep it stable? I don't know. I think worrying about stuff like that in the future just, like, isn't something I'm really worried about. I think I'm mostly worried about the here and now. Hearthstone has excellent sound effects, but those get played over the stream too, to be fair. When we stream Hearthstone, I do put the headphones on because the Hearthstone sound effects are A+. So, because they played Conflagrate, they left Conflagrate in their bin, I'm going to play the Matter Reshaper rather than the Eldrazi Obligator, because I'd much rather they kill this since it replaces itself. Yeah, if you hit a creature off Matter Reshaper, it has to go to your hand. You can't put it directly into play. Thoughts on this deck? When I've played this deck in the past, it's always felt like it's a turn too slow and not quite interactive enough against a lot of the decks in the format, but it's, like, okay against the other mid-range decks in the format. It's tough for a deck to be too terrible when it involves, like, Eldrazi Temple, Thought Not Seer, and Ancient Stirring. So like these are all like reasonably powerful cards. Off the top of your head, would I be able to donate for a modern soldier stompy deck? That's probably fine. I have to see the details, but that's probably fine. Oh, we see it on TV, or read in a magazine. Celebrities, they want sympathy. All they do is piss and moan about the Rolling Stones, talking about hard life can be. Living life out on the street, I don't think they would survive. So I can play Mind Stone and play Thought Not Seer this turn. I guess I technically miss a point of damage doing this, but I get the Mind Stone into play, which is valuable. They would fall. This is what I've been playing for the last little bit. It's like, see what others think. I think this deck is fine. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like just like the raw power of what you're doing just like isn't quite as good as like what a lot of the other decks in Modern are doing. Axe, Claim, Driven Despair. Well, I'm just gonna take the crap out of this Lightning Axe so we can just race them here, hopefully. Next turn we go like hit you for 7. Like play this out too, and then I have like Kessig Girlfriend to beat them down. Do I have the whole collection in Hearthstone? I have like 85% of standard on Hearthstone. I have a lot of it. I've given Blizzard a lot of money so I can stream their game. Do I want to hold the Obligator as a surprise to punch through a blocker? I kind of do, actually. Especially because with the Noble Hierarch draw here, it's only +1 damage anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and play this Kitchen Finks out. And I'm going to go ahead and smack them for 6, which puts them to 11. And then next turn with the Kessig Girlfriend, I can actually attack for lethal, right? What do you think would happen if WotC would just ban fetch lands? I mean, I think that would be good for the formats overall, but I also don't think that's something Wizards of the Coast would do. Well, that's true. It's not a surprise, but it'll let me potentially like attack through some stuff, right? That's impressive after 12 hours, right? Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining. Always complaining. So we are just gonna borrow this prized amalgam and then smash them. Well, that's pretty good. How much mana do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, alright, well. Complaining. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Yeah, that's true. I did give them an extra point of health there that I didn't have to give them. All right, in hour 13, the shilling tones down a little bit. These are my sponsors. You should check them out. We have sweet discount codes. If you like my streaming and you want me to continue streaming lots and lots, you should continue subscribing to my channel because my subscribers are awesome and they're the reason I'm able to stream lots and lots. And thank you everyone for watching. You all are great. I do appreciate it. There's a lot of great people streaming on Twitch. We're 1-0. Let's head into another match. How competitive is this deck? It's tier playable in Modern, like most decks we play here. This is an excellent Hearthstone hand. Unfortunately, we're currently playing that game that needs lands. Just look at what's not to believe about this deck being competitive, right? I think I'm actually going to keep this hand. We have a Scry. I get to like play turn two this shitter anyways. I'm going to put this on fucking human, and I'm going to love every minute of it. Once again, I have this motherfucking Noble Hierarch in my hand, and I'm just looking at my cards like, why aren't you a Birds of Paradise Noble Hierarch? Why? Who hates Birds of Paradise so much that they just don't want to cast their spells? Don't you love me and want to let me cast my spells? Breakfast Club, pretty in pink. Fascinating, like almost fire. She rocked out to Wham. Not a big Limp Bizkit fan. Sorry, I'm listening to music, so you have to put up with my terrible karaoke. It's real bad. My voice my voice comes in one tone, monotone. Become TV, whatever happened to sitcoms, game shows on the radio was. Come on, auto moderator. Let people swear about Noble Hierarch. Mono loud, monotone. Tradesies. I assume they have a pump spell here and they're gonna pump through. Hopefully, in our 2 draws here, we hit a red source so we can lightning bolt this bitch. I probably should have played this cavern last turn. Become an actor. Stop. Oh, baby. Can I name instant with Cavern of Souls to cast this lightning bolt? Is that legal? Is that a legal play? 19. Springsteen, Madonna. Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie. Music still on MTV. Pretty sure I want to just slam my 4/4 into play here. Pretty unlikely that we die after we do this. Might be right to just bolt this, but I really just want to be mana efficient this turn. Just like get my own clock into play so I can start killing them. It's a pretty fucking good hand. It has a pretty good hand. I love it when you sing. Someone was bound to, right? I think I gotta take Vines of the Vastwood here. I don't know, that's a lot of fucking threats. To daydream, taboo. To be afraid. Am I willing to trade Thought-Knot Seer for Glistener Elf for Vines of the Vastwood? Probably not. This boo. Yeah, I'm just gonna say no blocks here and just take this, I think. On memories, take my picture now. Shake it till you see it, and when his fantasy is become your legacy, promise me a place in your house of memories. Whoa. That's fucking aggro, opponent. Alright, so we get to go bolt this, play this on human, play Noble Hierarch, crack them for 6, and the next turn we get to play a Smusher, beat them down. Shake it till you see it. Yeah, new Panic's great. Most Panic. Can we just say all Panic is great? In your house of memories. Whoa. Alright, put you to 15. Got you dead in 2 here. My large colorless men and women are going to give you the business. The Bizwitch. They don't really have anything with Trample. I guess if they rip a Black Source, they could Plague Sneer and kill me next turn, potentially. Yeah, if they had a Black Source, it would be pretty bad for me. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. All right, so we're going to smack for 6 here. We're going to play second TKS. God, this even threatens the Kessig, which is pretty dope. Oh, I can Kessig and still play Thought-Knot Seer this turn, right? Me a place. Baby, we built this house of memories. Take a picture now. Shake it till you see it. Promise me a place in your house of memories. This game started off a little shaky, but man, Ancient Stirrings is a heck of a card. Alright, so this is just like easy become immense. Just like trying not to die by mistake here. I don't think so. I pretty much, if it hasn't come across my Pandora, I probably haven't heard it. You can see. Jump block. Try not to die by mistake here. Jump block. They have something with trample? What the fuck? Why did they... Oh, yeah. Welcome to Thunderdome. Population. Reality Smasher. Now wait there. 'Cause you're everywhere to me. It's you I see. No, that makes me believe I'm not alone. No, no. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? We actually don't have a lot for this, do we? K-Return, Ratchet Bomb, Warping Whale all seem fine. These cards are pretty bad. I guess Domri's pretty bad because fighting infect creatures is not ideal. Thrag Tuskazob's not good here. Need one more trim. Eldrazi Obligator's pretty bad because their creatures don't really deal damage to them. 'Cause you're everywhere to me. Am I supposed to bring an Ancient Grudge? I'm going to trim an Obligator and bring in an Ancient Grudge too. They have the Mirror, and there's a non-zero chance they have Inkmoth Nexus. Now, this is much better than Natural State. 10 out of 10. Yeah, Grudge is much better. I'm only going to bring in one. I don't think I like both, but one's definitely fine. Don't keep hands that don't do anything till turn 4, chap. Don't do it. Well, this is certainly a hand of magic cards. We need a democracy goal for Hoagland Sings. Stream VOD album. Maybe. Understand. It would be great against Blue-White. You're not wrong. And Grixis Delver, do you still like a 1-of Snapcaster? My last list actually had 2, I think. Do I have that on here? I think I had 2 in my last build. My last build was like super grindy. My last build was like Grixis Delver. I actually don't have it in here, do I? It's been so long since I played it. I'd have to look. My last build was like Grixis Delver meets 4-color control. I had like 2 K commands and 2 Snapcasters in the 75. Because Magic Online, the last time I played Grixis Delver, was like super inbreeding towards winning, like going bigger. And to see, it's a good draw. It's a removal spell at some point. I would have killed them without the Dismember, right? Because they would have blocked a 4/4 and then they would have taken 9. Because they couldn't chump block the Smasher. Because chump blocking the Smasher, they took trample. Yeah, Snapcaster's just like a good fucking magic card. It's fantastic, really. That's really gross. I'm glad we have Warping Whale at least. My door. Burning. God, getting Kozilek's Return off that is so great. It's a shame it's really bad for us right now. So I get to play this out and name Eldrazi. I'm just going to go ahead. Always use your removal on your turn. Don't get fancy. Don't let them untap. Don't let them blow you out. Just exile their things now. They can have Mutagenic Growth to blow us out here. Nope. All right, the Ranker's coming back to their hand, but like it costs them 3 mana to like play or animate, play an attack. So maybe that'll buy us a little bit of time when we have Obligator and Reality Smasher here. The fact that I wasn't quite sure if they're on a budget Infect deck. Now that I know that they have Inkmoth Nexus, I think with that plus the Mirror, I'm going to bring in the second Ancient Grudge if we have a third game here. Ancient Grudge is pretty good if it has 8 threats to hit. Yep. Do your thing. Come on. Bring it! Yep. Going to 9 here, or 6 here. could be dead as early as next turn if they have like green source plus pump spell. Or yeah, green source plus pump spell, dude. We can't even cast an Ancient Grudge if we draw it here, which sucks. Want a price point for Jeff's Bob volume pop? I don't know if I have a good one for those, Nivik. I'll have to think on it. The taking and the wind pick up. Saying then you kissed me. I knew it from the start. My arms are open wide. My head is on my stomach and we're trying so hard not to fall asleep. We are losing this race, chat. We are losing this race by a good deal. Flying away. Mexican food, 10 out of 10. I love me a fatty burrito. I am a touch tired personally, but there's also, I've mentioned this before, where my computer is set up, where my wife's is sleeping, and the kids are like right up directly behind me here, so I can't quite be as loud because I risk keeping them up. Man, we are super fucking dead to that. That is, as far as things that get us dead go, that is definitely towards the top. All right, let's just move on here. I'm going to put this other Ancient Grudge in my deck here. We didn't die to the Inkmoth ultimately, but I think it's worth bringing in here still. I'm going to trim another Obligator. This card seems real bad. Knew it from the start. My arms are open wide. And we're trying so hard not to fall asleep. Here we are. 18th floor balcony. Yeah. Yeah, I think my wife and I are looking to relocate in the spring. So I think when we look at new houses, we're gonna look at the layouts and make sure we get something that has like a layout where I can have an office at home. Sounds pretty good. Just needs a land to have a turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer, and like bolt into the ramp into Thought-Knot Seer is pretty good curve, especially in the play. Good solid curve. I'm gonna bottom that, actually. I think I really just need to draw land naturally. Really just want to draw land naturally. Because, like, this only makes colorless mana, so I can't go, like, land, Mindstone, Ancient Stirrings on 2. I just, like, give myself the best possible chance to, like, hit turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer, turn 4 Thought-Knot Seer. Hopefully they play a threat here, we can go bolt it, and then just, like, curve out real natural here. And the Thought-Knot Seers taking their cards will hopefully make it difficult for them to race us. Bring it in. Fight. God, fucking Magic Online. Just every time. Bottom a card, immediately draw that card. Mind, you won't care. No good. Like you should. Dude's fucking Modern, man. That fucking Modern. Just, is there anything more that captures the fucking essence of Surgical Extraction and Magic players in this very moment right now? This is so great. I can't describe in words how excited I am that I didn't have a second fucking Lightning Bolt in my hand, because every time someone boards in Surgical Extraction against us when they shouldn't, they always get a fucking card out of our hand and it feels miserable. But just finally, for once in our fucking lives, I didn't have another Lightning Bolt in my hand. And it feels great. It feels wonderful to not get fucking punished by a Surgical Extraction. Alright, what you got? Show me what you're working with. You've got one spell. All right, Second Thought Not Seer is going to be a little worse. Lecture me. Second Ink Moth. Ancient Grudge, please. Ancient Grudge, please. I assume we're going to see Pendelhaven and, like, crack us for 3 poison here. They're kind of winning the race at this point. So unkind. Ways be here. Watch him draw, like, Might of Old Carissa. Okay, sure. And, that is the mini rant of a man who's played too much Modern. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that happens in Legacy a lot, too. People overboard Surgical in every format it's legal in. It even happens in Hex. Hex has a Surgical Extraction-like card, and people fucking main deck it. Like, just, it's insanity. People, like, read those effects, and they're like, this is really good. I don't want them to play their good cards against me. It's like, well, you don't understand. They've already played their good card if you could Surgical it. Just literally happens in every format. Here. That's what I'm saying. Main deck them fucking Slaughter games. Get them. Get them. Come on. Daddy needs a beatdown. Daddy needs some... That is... And now we're bottoming 2 Bloodbraid Elves. Another land. Ooh. 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 That's like kind of a land, right? Like, we're technically winning this race, but, like, they have a bunch of chump blockers, so we're not really winning this race. The little things are... Isn't easily told. For young has been centerfold. Winner's episode. I love this artwork. It's so great. Clean, if you know what I mean. Except for this reoccurring dream. Losing total feeling. This was Christy's favorite band when we were dating. Back in college, Blue October. We went to a bunch of their concerts together. Weeming. What are we doing? Come on. Come on. I assume they're chump blocking next turn. Get clear. Blue and gray. More chump blockers is so bad for us. To someone dear. 2 a.m. lovesick. Ammonia trunk kick. Man, now if we could just draw lightning bolt, they're dead. Oh no. Not that scared. I'm not that scared. Did any pump spell here basically? Dun dun. Daddy dun dun dun. Body dun dun dun. Porn star. Aching feet for a car. Baby with a girl named Scar. Yeah, right? Right, Magic? Appreciate how... God, come on. Can we draw Ancient Grudge? Just, like, blow our way through these Inkmoth X's? That's a lethal threat for next turn, which is nice. Although I guess this isn't going to be lethal next turn, right? Because they're going to block plus Pendelhaven, which will make this a 2-2. Are we going to double up? That seems loose. Familiar faces, worn out places, worn out spaces. They feces. Nowhere, going nowhere. Up my glasses. No Pendelhaven. Deal. Down my sorrow. No tomorrow. No tomorrow. Find it kinda funny. I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. What are we doing, opponent? Am I dead? Am I dead yet? Such a mad world. Mad world. He's got another surgical hit. Here's hoping. Here's hoping their top deck was a surgical extraction. Dear opponent, please don't kill me. Okay. Very nervous. And this is the problem with decks like this. It looks like we're drawing a lot of lands in this deck, but like this is a deck that on top of playing 22 lands is playing 4 Noble Hierarchs and 2 Mind Stones. This deck just has a lot of mana sources in it, so you're going to flood out in a lot of the games that you play. I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. Hopefully they kill this so we get to draw a card. They can Pendelhaven here. God bless. Sure, it's just going to be another land and we'll be, you know, appropriately tilted, but that's what he says. Sure. It's not, it's technically not a land. Technically not a land. This is still attacking for lethal here, which is, you know, I guess that going on for it. That being said, Inkmoth plus this trade into this next turn because of the minus counters, even with the Exalted, so it's a little unfortunate. Told me when I was young, said listen inside me, my only son, listen closely to what I said. Yeah, which member, chat? This one right here. Sunny day. Do 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 do. Good time. Don't live too fast. Trouble will come. And they will pass. 2-0. Deck's obviously perfect. Run them down. Run them down. This deck's just playing like a collection of like reasonably powerful cards. They're just all a little bit clunky and mid-rangey. It's a real shame that this deck can't really play Damping Sphere in the sideboard, because this feels like exactly the type of deck that would really like Damping Sphere. It's a little bit too slow against decks like Storm and stuff like that. maybe you should just play Damping Sphere in the sideboard anyways. Like, Eldrazi Temple making 1 less mana in the matches where Damping Sphere is good probably isn't that big of a downside. Maybe I didn't throw some in the sideboard just because it's like a non-bow with Temple, but honestly, maybe they should just be in there. Nah, no Hearthstone today, Hasu. We've been streaming Magic for the last 13 hours. This is going to be my last league of the day. I'm going to wrap them on up. Seems decent. Turn 3 to Rally Smash on the play. It gets like marginally worse. The decks you're boarding Damping Sphere in against, like 5 mana Bloodbraid, is still better than dying. Is new card in this deck kind of not good? So this deck already has just like so much clunk in it. I don't think you want more. Is basically what it comes down to. Like this is the type of deck that you like hear coming down the hallway at you. It's got a lot going on already. Can one Reality Smasher beat Affinity? Probably not. I think I'm just killing this Signal Pest just because like my mana's gonna be tied up here for a little bit. Just gonna like save myself early points of health. I don't think we can race this Cranial Plating though. Affinity's got a pretty good matchup against what we have going on here. That could potentially be good though. Could potentially be really good. Son, if you can. Next turn we can play Obligator plus what's it called? We can play Obligator plus Mind Stone. Are they dead? I think they're dead, right? Yeah, if you take something that's equipped, it stays equipped. Yeah, they're dead, right? Because this goes here. And then this is going to be... No, they're not quite dead. I can take this, and then that's 3, 8, 11. Am I dead on the backswing next turn? I think so. This is going to be... This makes this 2 larger, which is... It makes this 1 larger, so this is 10, or 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm not quite dead on the backswing. I'm dead to Galvanic Blast. Am I leaving this back to block? Probably. That in conjunction with the Obligators, probably lethal next turn. Yeah, I think I can afford to leave the Smasher back. Sure. So if I take this, they're dead? I don't know. I didn't actually do the math, but I'm pretty sure that's true. At the very least, they're going to be forced to jump block. Yeah, because they can block 1 and then they take 11. Very sweet. That was a sweet game to see on the play here. Got a lot of good sideboard cards this matchup. Got 2 Grudges and some Nature Slates. Welcome to Thunderdome. Enjoy your stay. Swag Tusk is a little slow here. Domri's probably a little bit slow. TKS is a little slow, right? Just not quite good enough. Mindset was pretty fucking good there. You to come in closer, come in closer, come. I probably don't ever want to draw 2 Dismembers. And bringing in this more efficient removal. Ratchet Bomb's pretty slow. Let's do this. I feel like we kind of stole that one. Did not think we were going to win that game. Holding back the blocker ended up being the clutch line to pull it out, though. This is probably fine. It's a little bit slow, but it's got like State plus Dismember here. get to like kill their first payoff and a threat. It's a pretty decent start for me. Huh. And, hey, Shady Nasty Waskin, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great content on Twitch right now, so I appreciate you choosing to support mine this month with that. Thank you very much. I'm going to take the red source here. So next turn we can go Stirrings plus Slate something else. Sure. Let's get to dismember this now. Begins lethal. Light made by man. Do I want to bolt this rather? Do I want to bolt this or dismember it? I think I want to bolt it. I think I want to bolt it because dismember kills something bigger later. If they want to sack their entire board to protect it, I'm fine with that. Come in closer. Come in closer, come in closer, come in closer. It's a lot of fucking thought gas. Still nothing going on, huh? We'll get to kill their stuff at their end step and then untap and slam a Bloodbraid Elf. And the beats. We're not beating that while they have 3 Darksteel Citadels in play. It's unfortunate. This hand is nowhere near good enough, right? I guess I could find like a temple here and I can cast all my spells. Obligator's just pretty medium. Yeah, since decent. I have to put Cavern on human, but like I have all my colors as long as this lives. Not looking for an obligator. Let's grab and slam this guy. Let's have my 3/2s. These are my colorless 3/2s. Many like them, but these ones are mine. It's a pretty good start. Yep. Unless they play like Steel Overseer, we'll just be playing another Mana Reshaper next turn. Just want to get as much damage. God, these Thoughtcasts are just burying us. No second land. That's pretty good for us. Just right. Land there means I can go Mind Stone into Mana Reshaper, which is nice. If we're really lucky, we can rip like a Reality Smasher next turn. Stories. D's. For free. Then the conversation stops. To you when you were right there next to me, and I said, girl, you're wondering if I want you to. I want you to make it move, 'cause I ain't got all night. That might have set us up for a lethal attack here. Best we ever had. Didn't make us sad. Since your mom and dad. So probably gonna have enough blockers to not die to this. I don't eat meat. I love you so much. I took one for the team. Got 6 cards in their hand. I assume we're super fucking dead here. I am tired. Say, girl, if I want you to. Pretty sure I'm just setting this upstairs. We'll force some blocks next turn, hopefully. The Spell Pierce here. Stubborn Denial, sure. Got all night. Huh. 10 out of 10 supposed to just obligate her here. Come our way. Nothing left to say. See what they do here in response. Girl, if you're wondering. I think we're pretty dead no matter how we slice this here. Because, like, I take this using these 2 mana. If I attack with all of them, they have to go, like, block, and they still have, like, 5 artifacts here to, like, make 5/5s and kill me. How are you still streaming? I was here 11 hours ago. Practice. I used to do 24-hour streams, not that often. Not that often. I can take a hit from 4 of these, which means I need way more blockers than I have. God, Antiquities Board. That card was really fucking impressive. Both of those games, that card came down and just, like, the game fucking ended a few turns later. Like, Karn seemed really impressive in that deck. That card is scary. How does anything fair ever beat that card? That's... Nice, Nivik. Guess something, I guess. I guess Settle does it. Like, that's a lot of damages. Stop, then stare. It's going to be our last 2 matches of the evening. Thanks everyone for hanging out through the end here. I'm going to publish a bunch of stuff on YouTube. I've currently been live for 13 hours and 17 minutes, which is like, 12 hours or so of YouTube content. I'm going to hit publish on a bunch of it once I get it formatted here in a little bit. I appreciate everyone hanging out through the end. Remember, if you're enjoying my stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you follow. If you are one of my subscribers, thank you already. I do appreciate it. Check out the wonderful people scrolling down here below me. They also help to make the stream possible. That Sand just is too slow, right? I can't just, like, not have a threat till turn 3. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to mulligan any hands with this deck that don't have threats before turn 2. Oh, I mean, this is my bed. I'm going to lie down in it. The Rift Bolt under the table. Oh. Feeling pretty dead. Got 2 Finks on the board. No, I don't think so, Stewie. I think they would have just... let it die. What's going on, Jack? Another Rift Bolt. Oh man, we drew a Thragtusk. Burn can never win. We're not winning that game. Because of Ensnaring Bridge? I don't think so. I think you're just supposed to, like, assume that that's not a thing. And, like, if it happens, it happens. Like maybe these natural states are fine just because like they kill what's it called anyways? What's his name's? I'm blanking on the name. I'll bring in one natural state. I don't think this card's actually very good. Ensnaring Bridge isn't that popular, but like the fact that state kills Eidolon anyways is like okay. Yeah. So I don't think you should bring in something like Ancient Grudge, even if you're afraid of Bridge. But I think like bringing in natural stakes is going to hit another card you know they're for sure playing anyways. I think is fine. This deck's just doing kind of mid-rangey things in a format full of really busted, aggressive, and proactive decks. And like, while occasionally it does stuff like turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer off of Eldrazi Temples, like in the context of Modern, that's really not that strong. And the interaction that this deck has in order to pair with these kind of clunky mid-range threats generally isn't enough to prevent a lot of the decks that are trying to get under you from getting under you successfully. It feels a lot to me like the Cobra Saheeli style decks that I've played a lot, which you can obviously be successful with, right? Like there's plenty of people that are successful with them, but like you basically don't beat a lot of decks' best draws, and like your best draw is still kind of mediocre compared to their best draws. And this doesn't have a combo kill like the Saheeli deck does at that. This is one of those decks that's like consistently sees play in Modern, and I'm always like pretty underwhelmed by it. This is the second or third time we played it on stream, I think. And, like, we always have okay results with it. Like, I think we usually 3-2 or 4-1 with it, but like it just doesn't feel exciting while we do it. So I guess like it's consistent. Mardu, just something with Thoughtseize. Like I can't really put into words how good the efficiency of a card like Thoughtseize is. It's very, very good, right? Well, Eldrazi Temple was the stone best draw on our deck there. Actually, if we could stack our deck, that's what would have gone on top. I would like to take your Path to Exile, thank you. Yeah, I think if you want to put like medium to big size dudes into play, the Hollowed One deck is a much better choice than this. I think that deck puts large gentlemen and gentlewomen into play, and like it's doing something more. It does it in a more unfair way, if that makes sense. Like this deck's like, it's kind of funny to say it too, but like turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer is too honest for Modern, basically. What's going on, Cheesy? This is our last couple matches of the night, playing Burn here, and then we're gonna play one more after this before we call it a day. Got Bolt plays in their hand. So I'm going to take one of their cards away here. It's been boring and tedious when I played it. I mean, yeah, compared to the more exciting decks in Modern, like all the mid-range decks are like kind of like that, I think. I think I'm just taking a Bolt here. If they want to Searing Blaze my Dork, they can Searing Blaze my Dork. Maybe, I don't know. I like that Mind Stone cycles a lot. I think that's a good thing. So they're dead next turn, which is a pretty efficient clock. Best advice for playing against Ponzo with a deck that gets under them is get under them faster. Hope they don't have their Blood Moon. Burn's not really a deck that has a ton of play to it against a lot of matchups. You just like need to do your thing and hope your thing is good enough. Burn's not a deck that's particularly interactive most of the time. If you want a deck that has like more lines of play and like more thought through it, you just need to play a deck that's different than Burn. Like Burn's a very powerful linear deck in the format, but like in a lot of matchups it just doesn't have a lot of play to it. Yeah, sure. I would believe you that this deck is better than other mid-range aggro decks that you've played, but I just don't think mid-range aggro decks in general are good in Modern. I think this is a format where you generally want to be more proactive than a deck that would be classified as mid-range aggro. I think mid-range aggro in general is pretty mediocre. So, like, saying this deck is, like, less bad than other decks that are also bad is just like, alright, sure, yeah, I agree with you that it's less bad than other decks that also aren't great. I agree that this is probably the best of the Eldrazi variants right now. If you wanted to say that, I would 100% agree with that. Whatever it takes. Oh, the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. We drew okay that game, Applebee. We did a little okay. There's a little bit of gasoline on top of the deck there. Actually, I don't think this is the best Eldrazi deck. I don't have it loaded up in my deck list right now. It's coming up in the donation queue soon. It's towards the top. The green white Eldrazi evolution deck. You should look back on my YouTube. For videos of that. I'm going to grab one of those lists to start from when we build it again. I think the Eldrazi evolution deck is actually very good, and it's the best Eldrazi deck. Damn. Whatever it takes. What's going on, Scroll Party? Catch us right at the end here. We got this third game in this match, and then we got one more after this, and we're going to wrap it up for the day. Yeah, we 5-0'd a couple of leagues with it. I played it in a Mox event to an okay finish. Goobling guide, yep. Google over here, will you? Can I get a forest that doesn't hurt me? That hurts me still. We're going to play this out on human just so I can not take damage, I think. Jeffy. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes. Whoa. The adrenaline in my veins, I do whatever it takes. Are we bolting my Noble Herrick? They're trying to decide what they want to bolt here. Please don't kill my Noble. I like my Noble. Alright, it's a line that doesn't hurt me. Got that going for us. I think we're just going to be a little bit too slow here again, though. Run out of 14 here. I get to Stirrings off the Grove, play Noble Herrick off this Cavern. And it's been a lot of burn today, you're not wrong. I am just a man, superhuman. I'm not superhuman. Just another world. Just another family tour falling from their feet today. Just another day in the world we live. I need a hero. I need a hero. A hero's gonna save me. What do we got, opponent? How dead am I? Scale of 1 to dead. I'm not superhuman. Just another one. Hey, DJ Hendog, you started streaming Hearthstone and got me to pick it back up. It's been great playing a TCG that gives you packs for free just for playing, right? Thanks for the 2-month resubscription, Hendog. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm glad you've been enjoying the Hearthstone stuff too. A hero will save me just in time. Kill me. Save me just in time. Save me just in time. So we need to like Stirrings into a Thought-Knot Seer to like kind of have a chance here. 4 cards in their hand. So many fucking cards. We actually played a Grixis Soul Flare deck earlier today. It'll get posted on my YouTube channel later tonight after we're finished with this league. If we ever get more visits from the kids on stream. Yeah, the kids visited a couple times tonight. When I'm streaming when they get home from work still, Christy pops them on in. Declan made a cameo. It's very dead. Alright, let's see if we can win the last one and be a modern deck. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Be sure to check out the sponsors. CardSphere enables trading. It's like Puka Trade without the bullshit. You can always cash your points out. There's never any inflation or deflation or stuff like that, so you can trade with confidence. Mac Weldon does awesome clothing, like this wonderful t-shirt that I have on, and polos and all sorts of great other stuff. And of course, these wonderful, goofy, awesome people on this banner. Anironics, Justin Nivik. Thanks all of y'all, everyone, for watching. This is our 5th and final match in this league, and we're going to go ahead and run it off. Yeah, this isn't really my normal time slot, AK Cracker, either. So, like, we had more people during the day and the afternoon when that's when, like, I'm normally streaming, right? Wrongs that make the words come to life. We also lose people when we change to this deck. Oh, this deck is particularly popular. One more time. It's also late. Late night ads are a little more colorful. You're not wrong. They actually, Mac Weldon didn't get the stuff integrated, so normally the site that sets up the advertisement stuff for me, it's supposed to integrate, so it pops up a notification when people buy stuff, but Mac Weldon didn't get it implemented on their side, which kind of sucks. We're supposed to lead on Noble here. Did we fire the People's Cannon? We played Narset Cannon earlier today. Does that count? Another Affinity matchup. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this matchup's bad for us. Like, Affinity could fuck with the Eldrazi deck when it had Ayavukin. So, like, now that we don't have Ayavukin, you have no idea what that is. You'll have to watch the YouTube. It's great. It's fantastic. It's not good, but it's hilarious. Even though they weren't so good, it tastes like you, Miss Sweeta. Maybe we'll get to play this Thought Nuts here before the Affinity player empties their hand. That would be awesome. Thanks for the memories, even for the memories, if it tastes like you, Miss Sweeta. I only think in the form of crunching numbers in hotel rooms, collecting pay sheets of lovers. No, nothing's been published on YouTube yet. I have to do some formatting of, like, descriptions and titles and stuff. That takes a little bit of time. It probably takes me, like, 3 to 4 minutes per video. So, like, that's the first thing I do when I get signed off. Thanks for the memories, even the... God. Well, I mean, they're on empties. So that means when they play the cranial plating next turn, we know that's what they drew for the turn. Yeah, to one more time. Is there a deck you've played the past week that you've been really impressed with? Jeskai Ascendancy is probably my favorite combo / modern deck right now. I think the deck's a blast to play, and I think it's very powerful. You have to be a certain type of person to enjoy playing that type of deck, though, so it's not for everyone. The deck's like Sweet Storm. It's like Storm if Storm wasn't boring. It's another good one that stood out to me. The Mono Red Tremors deck has been a lot of fun. I don't think it's quite as powerful as some of the other things in Modern, but it's definitely got some sweet stuff going on. Ah, yes. The classic stone nothing in hand, draw powerful card. Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson. That was actually a pretty good draw, because what that allows me to do is it allows me to dismember whatever they go to put this counter onto if they go to sacrifice this in response to the obligator trigger. Yeah, the black-green deck's fine. It's like moderately powerful. It just like doesn't do anything like big or splashy. Just like consistent, modest magic. I actually want to try and build a Jund deck with a similar threat base to the black-green deck. Like Goyf, Skooz, Tracker as like the core threats as opposed to no Dark Confidant, but like maybe play a couple of Bloodbraid Elf at the top end and like Lightning Bolts and Kolaghan's Command. And really Raging Ravine is a card that I really want access to. Like Hissing Quagmire and Treetop Village are just so much worse than Raging Ravine when it comes to killing your opponent. So, we had someone donate to put that in the queue, so we'll probably get to it at some point in the next month. Alright, so they're moving this over to something. I assume to the Vault Scourge. The Vault Scourge is what helps them race here. Where will you be waking up tomorrow morning? Oh, goddamn, but I love her anyway. I guess a Golfriend's probably the take here. Like, I'm not attacking with a Thought-Knot Seer before this game's over, most likely. Like, I'm attacking for 10 here. Giving something trample to attack through a blocker next turn is potentially very valuable. I'm gonna dismember the shit out of this lifelink guy next turn. I love her anyway. Door, goddamn, but I love her. And Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, are you not scared? Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, are you not scared? Are you not scared? Man, it's my stream. I'm gonna run whatever songs I want. Get out of here. I don't know how they thought that was gonna end. But I love her anyway. Miss Jackson. Look, I warned you that there'd be tone deaf singing. That's another reason we've lost viewers, because there's tone deaf singing. Last time we beat Affinity game 1-2, and then we got fucking destroyed by the Antiquities Ward in the post-board game. So hopefully this person is not playing that card, because that card was really good against us. But I love her anyway. All right. Hopefully the last game of the night, we're going to run him over. It seems really powerful here, Tick. I haven't actually played games with it personally, but it's really tough. Gonna do when he walks up to you. Better get yourself together. Give you time to think. Do you think you know a friend of mine? All the stupid lines he has ever heard. Thanks for dropping in today, young dingo. It's been a good day. Long day, but fun day. No, I don't think so. I think drawing extra cards with Matter Reshaper is relevant. I also think the fact that, like here's a good example, right? Like, I can play this Matter Reshaper on turn 2 off this Eldrazi Temple. I think I'm going to keep this. Like, any Eldrazi, I'm happy with this hand. Any colored source, I'm happy with this hand. We lost the last one to burn. Matter Reshaper also blocks Etch Champion on occasion, which is valuable. Walks away. She waited by the car. She said, what took you so long? Yeah, we are up a game in this match. We stole the first one here. Can get lucky sometimes. World, all the geeks get the girl. She ran away, one and only, and his bed so lonely. Then she comes walking in with coffee and a grin. Why isn't this a tribal sorcery? Well, even if it was tribal, you wouldn't be able to cast it off of here, right? That's not how magic works. Pretty sure that's not how magic works. Last night he finally got it right. Even losers can get lucky sometimes. Wow, no equip attacks. They missed 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage there. That might have been an auto pass mistake there. Cause the geeks get the girl. Shout it all around the world, cause the geeks get the girl. I'm just gonna slam the crap out of this obligator. You can find Kozilek's Return off of Ancient Stirrings because it's colorless, because it's devoid. The fact that they missed a land, and missed a combat step there for whatever reason, could give us enough time to win this game. By the poo. God, this was a... Is this count as a classic yet? How old is this fucking song? I feel like it's ancient. Is she there? Or is she trying to give you the slip? Give you the slip. The little boy that I used to be. Grown up now, Stacy, can't you see? Stacy's mom has got it going on. And I've waited for so long. Master of Ethereum, that's a big boy. Big fucking mamma jamma. 2013. 15 years ago. Fuck. That's so fucking long ago. This is 10 out of 10, just a mountain rate. This is a pretty easy smush with Smusher. Actually, with these bolts in my hand, I'm just going to smash with... I guess it's just Smusher, right? Because I get the Exalted trigger. Yeah. This leaves me back blockers, too, for the Master of Ethereum, which is ideal. Am I dead to the Inkmoth Nexus next turn? This will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm exactly dead to this Inkmoth Nexus, actually. I believe I'm dead. Right, this animates, and then this is 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I am dead to Inkmoth equip attack. I don't know. I don't think it's a punt. I'm not winning this game by not attacking. I think I'm just like counting that they don't know how their deck works. Like, what am I doing? Holding up Lightning Bolt this turn and saying no attacks go? Like, I'm definitely not winning that game. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's. Whoa, Stacy's mom. Whoa. God bless you, opponent. God bless us, everyone. Of course, Kim Jong-un. So I attack with this, and with the trigger on the stack before blocks, I just Kozilek's Return, right? That's the line, right? Pretty sure that's the line. You are the only one that needs to know. I'll keep you my dirty little secret. You wanna, you'll be just another regret. Definitely Alpa. This is our last match of the evening, by the way. I'm wrapping it up after this one. Thanks to everyone that stuck through to the end here. We get a redraw off this Reshaper. We're clearing most of our board out, but like this, and this are dying here, and then we're not dead on board anymore. You have a Stubborn Denial? You have a Galvanic Blast, sure. You are the only one that... Nah, I don't like telling people they miss lethal unless they ask. Well, that could have gone better for us. I actually want this to come to my hand, right? Because I want to use the trigger to kill them. Feels inside. This attack is interesting. I guess they're technically not dead to this. They don't know about these lightning bolts. Because, like, this is only going to be a 1/1 when I attack with it. So, like, I'm only going to attack them for 4. So it looks like they're not dead. They don't know that they're dead here. Dirty little secret. Tell anyone or you'll be just another regret. The mana base in this fucking deck is so atrocious. It's like, have 5 lands in play and can just, like, barely cast my spells. Can't even cast this one. Who has to know? Alright, so we pulled the 3/2 out. Again, just like... This deck just feels like it's just like kind of like okay power level cards. It's just like in relation to the other things that people are doing in Modern, I think this deck is just like really underwhelming. I mentioned this earlier tonight. I think the matches where this deck really struggles outside of like Burn, I honestly think you should maybe try... It might be worth trying Damping Sphere on the sideboard. I know Damping Sphere is a little bit awkward with your Eldrazi Temples, but I think in the matches where you want Damping Sphere, making your Eldrazi Temples only make 1 mana is worthwhile. That's going to wrap it up for me for today. We've been doing here for almost 14 hours. When I say long stream, I mean long stream. I may or may not be back on this weekend. I need to talk to my wife and coordinate with her. I'm pretty sure I'm having friends over Sunday night, but I think... I might sneak on for a few hours tomorrow night after we get home from our family cookout and the kids go to bed. We'll see, though. I am planning to be on Monday, though, so I'll catch everyone later. And remember, if you didn't catch all 14 hours, I'm going to start publishing videos on YouTube in, like, the next 10 minutes. So watch the YouTube channel. Have a good night, folks. Without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches.